Students, welcome to a new class. We are continuing our history chapter 2 from hunting, gathering to growing food part 5. A new way of life. If you plant a seed, you will notice that it takes some time to grow. This may be for several days, weeks, months, and in some cases years. When people began growing plants, it meant that they had to stay in the same place for a long time, looking after the plants, watering, weeding, driving away animals and birds till the grain ripened, and then the grain had to be used carefully. As grain had to be stored for both food and seed, people had to think of ways of storing it. In many areas, they began making large clay pots or wove baskets or dug pits into the ground. Do you think hunter-gatherers would have made and used pots? Probably not, right? No. They were good gatherers, not producers. They used to collect food from different places for their survival. They didn't have a huge quantity of grains, nor any pot or basket to store those grains. If they were made any food collecting pots or any other vessels, then they must be able to cook or gather more foods instead of going here and there in search of food. Ways in which grain was used as seed, as food, as gifts, stored for food. Storing animals. Animals multiply naturally. Besides, if they are looked after carefully, they provide milk, which is an important source of food, and meat whenever required. In other words, animals that age reared can be used as store of food. Apart from food, what are the things that could have been obtained from animals? What are animals used for today? Can you say? Apart from food, we could obtain wool from sheep, silk from silkworm, pearls from oyster, leather products from snakes, buffalo, etc. Animals such as mule, buffalo, bullock and animals could be used as draught animals, that is walking animals. Finding out about the first farmers and herders. You will notice a number of blue squares. Mahgar, Borsohom, Holdiva, Mahgara, Daoji Hedi. Each mark a site from where archaeologists have found evidence of early farmers and herders. These are found all over subcontinent. Some of the most important ones are on the northwest in present-day Kashmir and in East and South India. To find out whether these sites were settlements of farmers and herders, scientists study evidence of plants and animal bones. One of the most exciting finds includes remains of burnt grain. This may have been burnt accidentally or on purpose. Scientists can identify these grains, and so we know that a number of crops were grown in different parts of the subcontinent. They can also identify the bones of different animals.